Hello, my name is Andrea Carli. I have a short story for you. It's a kind of a metaphor. It happened to me when I was in elementary school. In second grade, my teacher, Maestro Vincenzo, had a game or an activity that he would bring to class every once in a while. He had a box full of wooden blocks. Blocks of different shapes. I remember square, rectangle, circle, triangle, and hexagon, of different colors: blue, red, orange, green, and yellow. Different thickness, thin and thick, and different sizes: small, medium, and large. Each student had to go to the desk and ask for a piece without being able to see them. The box was covered. If the pieces described was in the box, he would receive it. If the piece was not in the box because it didn't exist, or maybe because somebody else already got it, the person would just go back to his seat empty-handed. Very embarrassing. So I remember the day that I didn't want to be embarrassed. I want to make sure that I could describe something that was in the box, but I was toward the end of the class, so I knew that I was not going to be able to remember the pieces that all the other students have got. So I came up with a strategy. I decided I'm going to have to ask for something that no one wants. Something that is so undesirable that nobody wants it. So I thought, it's got to be something small because everybody wants big. So let's make it small. Probably thin, not thick, thin. Also, what could be a color that people don't like? Usually people like red, very flashy, or they like blue. Let's make it yellow. So, and let's make it a triangle. So I went up to the place in front of my teacher and I asked for a small, thin, yellow triangle. And I got it. It was about this small, right here. So with this thing, I went back. I was all happy that I was able to remember something that was not empty-handed. Then, right after me, my friend Adriana, who sat right by me, she went up there and she asked for a large, thick, red square. That was one of the biggest pieces in the box. And she got it. She came back to the seat. She looked at me and asked me, "Hey, Andrea, what have you got?" And I remember still today how embarrassed I was in showing her my little triangle. And she said, "Oh yeah, look what I got." And she showed me a big, fat, red square. And I was so embarrassed. Now that little story has a kind of a metaphorical meaning, because in life it's the same thing. We get from life what we ask for. We ask for a life of mediocrity, we get it, most likely. If you want something more, we have to ask it from life and even from ourselves. And we will eventually get it. So it depends on what we ask for and we get. Sometimes though, life gives us things or events that we don't really specifically ask for. Usually they are adversity or problems or challenges that we don't really ask for, but we have to face this reality that everybody in life gets something like that, gets something that they don't want, right? So basically, if I want to keep the metaphor of the triangle, I could say that one of the corners of the triangle of our life is what we get from life because we ask for it, or because we receive it from life as in the shape of an adversity or of a problem. And the important part is, what are we going to do with it? Are we going to let the adversity crush us, destroy us, and destroy our life? Or are we going to use that in some way or some fashion to become stronger and to become better? So that's one of the corners of the triangle. Now, I remember on that day that I started playing with my triangle, my little triangle, and I looked at it and I thought, it looks like a plane, a jet plane. So I started to play. I remember playing with making noises with my mouth and playing with a plane. Then I saw also a boat, and I have some books in my desk. I opened the books and I used this as I was playing like this was a boat. Then I saw also the dorsal fin of a shark, so I play and I make sure that it was a shark. There's also a little bit of a metaphorical meaning here, is that in life we are all different. We all come here with our own set of skills or talents or abilities. And for sure we have our set of abilities, and then we can develop them into skills. But we are all different. We are all different, and like in the case of the game, some of us may resemble the red square, very flashy, very great at whatever they do, and some of us may be more like a triangle. You know? But look, a triangle can be a jet fighter. So it's up to us to decide what we're gonna do with the talents that we have. We can just ignore them, don't use them, let them die because eventually they will die, or take and make them part of our successful life. And so to go back again to the example of the triangle, remember, one part is diversity, one corner is diversity in what life gives us. The other corner is what we have in terms of skills and in terms of abilities and interest and passions. And that's the other corner. And the other corner is what we're going to do with those things. What are we going to do with the experience of life and the abilities and the strengths that we have in life? Are we going to use them to project ourselves upward, or we're just not going to use it, and then of course our life is going to not be very interesting, you know? So I just want you to think about it. And again, to keep with the example of the triangle, I remember one time I saw a cartoon on I think it was on TV, and it was about this orchestra was playing music, beautiful music, with a conductor. Everybody was playing his own instruments, and then at a certain point, from a distant door, you see a little man coming in with a triangularly shaped case, and he comes here, goes to the podium, and he pulls out a triangle like this, and he looks for the conductor, and when the conductor gives the sign, he goes, and then he puts it back in the suitcase, close, and goes out. And that's how our life is sometimes, you know. In all these centuries, there is a big, huge orchestra playing, a big performance happening, you know, in the world since the beginning of the world to now. And then we show up with a little triangle, and it's our time. It's our time to play our note. So we can decide to play our note, or we may decide not to. It's up to us. We all have a beautiful note that we can play, and we can all contribute to the world, to help make this world a better place. So I hope that this simple story, you know, made you think about what you can do with what you have, and how you can use the events of life to your advantage, because that will make our life, your life, and my life too, so much more interesting and so much more purposeful. All right? Thank you.